Okay. So what we have going on, the 125 is set up and the rack is still in place. The 55 is now over here with the help of my friends. What is going on, folks? I hope everyone is doing well today. As you guys can see, I now have a 125 gallon right here when you first come in my house, and the 55 got moved over to where the 29 gallon used to be. I had a lot of fun moving this thing inside. My buddies Kyle, Josh, Winton, Ted, Nahome, like everyone pitched in on getting this. Josh and Kyle rode to the pet store with me to Pet's Mart because they were the only one who had this ensemble on sale for the great price that it was. Um, yeah, I've always wanted this, and I've always wanted to turn my 55 into a community tank. So I'm going to go a little more in depth on, how I did it and what was done to achieve this. And we have my new 125. My Bashirs are great, my rope fish are great, my blood parrots have all the room in the world to still bother each other. The pike cichlids are awesome. They pretty much just lay at the bottom and chill all the time until I get close to the glass, and then they want to run off. A lot of times I see these guys just sitting on rocks and whatnot. The gouramis, I have no idea what they're sitting here eating. That's probably poop. Oh, here we go. Perfect example. There's a pike. Hello. There's a pike cichlid right there on the pot. Photo bombing blood parrots. What's up, guys? As far as filtration, I'm still running my previous hang-on back filters. These are the Aqueon 5575 hang-on backs. I do not have any canister filtration. I know, I am sorry, guys. I know there's a lot of people out there like, well, why in the world do you have that tank if you don't have a canister filter? Well, one, I feel as if that's 90 and if that's 90 gallons per hour, then that's 180 gallons per hour pumping through a 125 gallon tank. Also, with the sponge filter that pulls everything towards the center and goes back out. So I want to say it's pretty well filtered. What's going on, dude? Hey, what's up? What's up, dude? You want to go out? My dog wants to go out. Come on. All right, back to the video. As I was saying, guys, I am not running a canister filter yet. I have not run into major problems. I feed these guys probably about almost 4 to 6 little cubes or gumdrops of bloodworms and 2 beef hearts every 2 days. And everyone is just fine. Yes, this tank is still a little cloudy, but it's also still settling. And if you ask me, I feel like it's fairly clear. And then we're gonna get over to my previous 55. I'm gonna turn this light off for you guys that way I can get some better footage. Hold on. All right, so now we get to get into the 55 gallon. This is gonna be probably like one of my newest favorite things to do is just sit here and admire this tank. Neon Tetras. I really would have liked to gone with Cardinal Tetras, but we know those things are expensive. So I combined all the Neon Tetras that I had and put them in one place, and I love it. My Bolivian Rams, they're chill. It was crazy because when I had them separated in 20 long gallon tanks, they would always fuss and fight with each other. But now these guys have an entire 55 and they all school together. That is so crazy. I don't know what it is or what that even means. I have always been obsessed with having live plants in my tank, and I really feel as if you have enough plants but not enough filtration, the plants will do the work. Eventually, you have to give it enough time for it to catch up with what you have and to not overpopulate your tank too soon. I was so excited about doing this. I still plan on adding a little bit more Java moss to the main parts of this spider wood, like right there, right here on that little cluster, and probably this one. I'm gonna leave the smaller one empty. I'm only running one hang-on back filter on this tank. And I know you folks at home are probably saying to yourself, this guy is crazy to have that many neon tetras and Bolivian ram cichlids in the tank with just one Aqueon 30 hang-on back and a sponge filter. But guys, this is a planted tank. I really don't need a whole lot of filtration considering my fish are small and they get blown around when there's a high current. I cannot wait for my dwarf hairgrass to take off over here and fill in. I'm probably gonna buy some more of that and let that do its thing. But yeah, guys, I am super excited about this setup and what I've done lately. It's a lot. I actually did this in a weekend. Yeah, we started Friday night to go pick everything up. Started Friday night going to PetSmart, picked up the tank, came home, or started draining the 29 gallon that was on this wall first, carried that outside, out of the way, moved that stand, drained the 55 down that was on this wall, same one, on this wall before, get everyone to help me just slide that over because I didn't feel like draining that all the way. And then we moved this in, I started filling it, didn't check the seal. I just, hoped and prayed that everything would work out, and it did. It took probably about maybe 18 to 20 hours to get this tank to temperature with a 200 watt heater and one hang on back filter because I was still cycling. I still had fish in the 55. I only took off one of my hang on backs when they were still in the 55. And put it on the 125 with just a heater and the aerator just to get this tank cycling. And I had fish in here within 24 hours. So it's possible. I was a little concerned, but I use the systems for the chlorinator. So yeah. This thing is massive. Luckily I can touch both edges of the tank. That gives you a rough idea on how tall or long my arms, how tall I am. Don't get me wrong, guys. I am definitely in love with this 125. It's amazing. Like I say, it's still clearing up and it's lovely. I can't decide if I'm going to add more plants to it. I was thinking about putting the liverwort behind the pot, but I feel like that's just giving it too much unnaturalism, if that's even a word, because I don't want to have like Amazon swords, Java fern, pot dead center, strawberry pot dead center, and then plants behind that. I really felt like they would draw out towards the filter, even considering that this sponge filter pretty much pulls everything to the center and back out. I love it. I could not be any more happy. I do eventually plan on building a canopy for this tank because I've just become so accustomed to having a canopy on my 55 gallon, and that was my first, decorative tank. So, guys, I really don't know what bottom feeder should I put in this 55 because I usually go with Corridor's catfish. I love those guys to death. I have like 6 different kinds, but in consideration of the Cory catfish, I am aware that they like to have sand as a substrate because they are moving around on their bellies all the time. And with this Eco Complete, it's like the size of standard aquarium gravel, but it's a bit rougher. If you guys could just write down in the comments, what type of bottom feeder that's nice or kind enough to be in this tank and not destroy my plants or eat my neon tetras or my gudgeons, then feel free to put that in the comments because I am still on the search. I was thinking Julias or pandas, but like I said, I don't like the fact that they're not on sand because they're on their bellies all the time, and I know it can create like little rough spots or even cut or, you know, scrape the fish's stomach. I really hope everyone enjoyed this video. Happy holidays to everyone. Until next time, folks.